Hello and welcome to another MaxKip video. And before we get into it, if you want to catch up on the series and know what's going on, there will be a link to this series playlist down below in the description. But pretty much in the last video, I was talking about setting a new side goal for this series, and that's really what I'm going to be talking about today, just as kind of like a way to organize my thoughts and get stuff worked out. And we were just coming back from a gargoyles task, so with that being said, let's get into the video for today, and I hope you enjoy. Hello, welcome to another MaxKip video. I know in the past it's been mostly like AFKing woodcutting and, well, yeah, pretty much all AFK woodcutting. But in the last few videos, I've been kind of mixing it up and doing some more stuff like Master Clues and Slayer and stuff like that. And I recently unlocked Boss Slayer, and that's kind of what I want to shift the focus of these videos more towards, is more doing like more completionist stuff. Like clue scrolls, bosses, Slayer, pet hunting. Still have to get the achievement diaries done. I know it's kind of embarrassing, no Elite Void by the way. Eventually we'll get the music cape. And just like all that type of completionist stuff. But at the end of the last video, I was talking about a new goal or a new kind of like side goal I want to work on the account. And you can see the inventory, we just finished that gargoyle task, haven't even banked yet. And this new goal that I want to start working towards is saving up money for a T-bow, as well as Rigor and Augury, which definitely won't be as bad. Now, I'm not sure how much I'll actually play this account and work on this series, because I'm really only going to be doing this as I'm AFKing on the hardcore, because, there's periods of time where I have to AFK for like a week or two straight, or there's other times where I have to like be constantly active training a skill for like a long time. So the series might be a bit sporadic, and the main goal of the series is not to get a T-bow or get Rigor and Augury. It's more just for completionist stuff, like doing a Boss Slayer and getting pets and stuff like that. But I feel like it'd be fun to keep track of the money that we make from Slayer. So if you look at the bank right now, it's so disorganized. I've really never organized my bank. I've had people ask me like, oh, hey, MaxKip, how do you organize your bank? Can you give me some tips on organizing a bank? I'm probably the last person you want to ask for that, as you can see right here. So in just a bit here, I'm going to clean out a bunch of stuff. You can see it's like 798 out of 816, which is completely awful. But the main thing I want to do with this new side goal is keep track of the money that we make through bossing and Slayer. I guess it'll be like pretty much like mostly Boss Slayer. But I was looking at this tab of like all these loots we got from like Calvate Queen and a couple other bosses I was doing for Slayer. And I feel like it'd be fun to keep track of the money that we can make from this. Which is why I said we're not going to get a T-bow right away. Obviously, it'll be a very, 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 very long time. But I think it'll be nice to see the cash stack slowly build up. Right now, we have all these platinum tokens, so let's convert those to like GP, so that way we can actually keep track better. Okay. Let's put that in the bank now. Actually, let's just deposit everything into the bank. So we got a 35 mil cash stack, but I'm not going to use any of that cash for the T-bow, or at least not for now. Maybe eventually near the end of the series or end of this goal or whatever you want to call it. Maybe we'll use a bit of that to like help push for the last amount of money that we need for a T-bow or for Rigor or Augury or whatever I end up going for. But I really do want to try and keep the money separate. So the money we get from bossing and from Slayer, I'm going to try to sell off as much stuff as possible and convert that straight to platinum tokens. Now, obviously, I can't keep track of everything, or I guess I could, but I don't want to. So certain things like maybe like runes or certain arrows or certain items that like pile up for like ores or something, I won't keep track of all that, like everything specifically, but I do want to keep track of as much as possible. So like everything in here I'm going to sell off, because this is all what we got from the Boss Slayer. And I know a lot of YouTubers do like billions of GP from scratch or T-bow from scratch and stuff like that, but this isn't going to be a from scratch series. This is just like saving up money and buying a T-bow eventually, just like doing all these different methods to make money. Well, I guess mostly from Slayer. I think all the money that we put into this platinum stack will be from Slayer and clue scrolls and maybe some other things. I might change some rules around eventually, but the money is still money. And one day, probably a long time from now, but one day we'll get a T-bow. That'd be freaking amazing to have. Imagine like the bossing with that. It'd be such a fun time. At the moment, these are the supplies I'm working with from what I have from before. I have all the anglers from going for 200 mil cooking. I have a bit of other supplies in this tab as well. Eventually, I will get this tab organized. I have to move this stuff out of the tab too. I don't know why this stuff's in here. It used to be like a skilling tab or something. I don't know what I was doing with it. But the only money I'm going to spend for supplies for the bossing and for Slayer will be money out the platinum stack. I think it'll be nice to see how much money we can make from here on out. But anyways, I've been doing a lot of rambling now, so let's go to the GE, and I'll come back after I sell a bunch of this stuff and get rid of a bunch of things I don't need. Like, look at all this junk, man. It's so ugly. And because I'm not an Iron Man, I can get all this stuff back really easy, so I will go to the GE and make some money right now. Dude, like, take a look at this tab right here. It's like all these random potions and herbs. This is so ugly to look at. One more thing, too. I was looking at these strange fruits. These are all the strange fruits I've ever collected. I never did fruit stalls or anything. Those weren't out when I was at thieving level. These are all the strange fruits I've gotten from random events throughout my years of playing RuneScape for the last like 5 years. 116k worth. It was definitely worth all the collecting I've done. I still don't understand, like, what situation would you ever need a rogue's kit for? Just gonna like make some random stuff out of it and drop it. I don't know. Okay, so I just found 16,000 dynamite in the bank. I think I was trying to flip it like over a year ago, like a year and a half ago at least, and I just price checked it right here. Apparently it's worth 10 mil. So this has been hiding in my bank this whole time, 10 mil worth of dynamite. I assume it's going to sell off instantly. Let's just try selling it for that. Oh my gosh, dude. It just sells easily. That's crazy. The money was just hiding there. Also putting some of these outfits away that I'll probably never ever have to use again. It's clearing up easy bank spaces that way. Okay, I found a bunch of like quests and miscellaneous items that I never did anything with them. I've heard they're adding a new option to the Wise Old Man where he'll tell you what quest items you don't need anymore. But until then, I had to figure it out for myself. So I'm going to like drop or alch or sell whatever I can do with these items and get rid of them. Also got these stuffed snakes from RFD, I think it is, which heal 20 each. I just found out about that. Pretty cool. Okay, just dropped all these defenders. I'm keeping the rune one and obviously the dragon ones because I feel like at some point maybe the rune one will come up and I'll need it for some sort of situation, but the rest of these we don't need. And they've been taking up space in the bank for freaking like 5 years now. Oh, look at all those beautiful gems selling in the GE. Let's collect those. Oh, so nice. Well, rest in peace to 1k warrior guild tokens, which we'll never need because the perk of the attack cape gives you unlimited time in the basement there to grind for dragon defenders. So see you later. Here's all my key halves that I got from Slayer over the last couple years. And I noticed this on my other account too, on the hardcore, that it pretty much balances out like almost exactly. So I don't know, I just find that pretty neat. Okay, while I was going through all the stuff from my bank, I decided I should start birdhouse runs on here because I literally just sit at the Woodcut Guild all day and never leave. But now that I may possibly be doing a lot more stuff on here, we have to unlock this second area. I'm kind of embarrassed I've never actually unlocked all the areas for Fossil Island. So let's go do that and get these birdhouse runs started. Yes, here's our tree. So as soon as we touch it, we'll be able to unlock the fourth and final option, or I guess the second and final option. Look at us, our array gain completionist stuff done. We have the full mushroom transport system mapped out now. Okay, I think with this, that'll be the last of the stuff I'm going to sell off from the bank. And if we collect this, that puts us at a 20, let's check the exact value of this. 20.6 mil cash stack. We also got the system update coming in soon. So let's toss all this in the bank here. It's going to put us at a 55.7 mil cash stack in total. Here's all the platinum tokens we got. We got nothing in the platinum stack. The bank space is now 661 out of 816, which is the lowest it's been in like, I don't know, forever, dude. I can't remember the last time it's ever been below like 750. Here's the tab with like all the food and supplies we're going to be using for bossing. I moved those random skilling items into its own tab. I got rid of one tab so I can make this one. But yeah, as I was saying before, all the stuff is from bossing, like from Zora, the Califite Queen, the Grotesque Guardians. And I think that's where pretty much all of it came from. I was doing some mole the other night too. Got a couple of mole stuff in here. But let's go sell this all off and convert that into the platinum tokens and get our little stack here started. Road to Tebow, let's go. Oh yeah, also just realized that once we sell all the stuff off that we're gonna have a lot more bank space then. I'm gonna assume that you guys probably don't want to watch like a sped up version of me selling all the stuff, so I'm gonna sell all of it and then I'll be right back. But hey, you know, if in the future you guys want to see some cool sped up montage with some bright cherry copyright free music over it, I will more than gladly do that for you guys. Oh yeah, look at this beautiful 1 out of 500 drop that we got from the Grotesque Guardians, the Granite Ring. It's gonna sell for like 35k. Never mind, apparently it doesn't sell at all. Oh, we got a beautiful 29k from it. Alright, we're now selling off the last few things here, ending off with the Dragon Chain Buy we got from Califite Queen. Collect this. How high will that put us? 9.5 mil cash stack. So let's convert that into tokens right over here. Put that in the bank. Now we have our 9.4 mil cash stack working our way slowly, very, very slowly towards Tebow, Rigor, Augury. Also, this Armadillo, well, all the things you see right here, these aren't mine at all. They're lent to me, so I'm going to have to give them back soon. I would like to buy my own, though. That'd be very nice. So I guess kind of working towards a standard YouTuber, Tebow, Maxset, Max Cash Stack, all from not scratch. But it's cool to see this right here, and it's going to be cool to see it pile up. By the way, this update that's happening right now is the changes to the Duel Arena, so I actually thought people would be like rioting or something, but no, people are just carrying on like usual. This is the very last day we're ever going to see the Duel Arena with these options. Apparently they're changing the layout and how the screen looks and stuff, and you're going to, something with like this, I haven't really read into it, but something about only being able to stake certain things, and there's like taxes and stuff going on. So this is probably gonna be the last time I'll ever see a screen like this. But you know, that's what happens in the game. Change happens over time. Yo, so what happens if you stake something, but then the update happens? So if both people stake, who gets what, or do you both get your stuff back? I'm actually really curious about this. Alright, let's see what happens. I lost it. I staked Nature Talisman and I lost it. It's not in the inventory anywhere. Whoa, okay, so we both lost our stuff that we staked. That's very strange. I don't know if it's always like that for system updates or just for this one, but that's I wonder how many other people lost their stuff in the other worlds, like in World 2, people who were staking. Yep, so you can't stake items anymore. Very interesting. It's only in GP now. Haven't read the news posts, so I'm like way behind with what's up to date, but I never stake, so it doesn't really affect me at all. And then here's the final menu thing after a fight's over. It tells you like what you won and lost. This is it's cool. It's different. Alright, back at the bank now, and I've actually been buying these daily battle salves for the last few days, but just buying them and not actually selling them back. So it's a bit more cash that we could make back very fast right here. So let's set those down a bit. There's an easy 4.4 mil. Put this at 60 mil now, man. What's the price for a T-bow, actually? Just out of curiosity, because if we are getting into this, probably should know the price. By the time we actually get that much money, it'll probably be way different by then. And then right now, Arcanes, I guess, are like 9 mil, and then the Dex Prayer Scrolls for Rigor are currently like 80 mil. And as I said before, the only money I want to spend on Slayer supplies is money that we get from Slayer, or I guess some Clue Scrolls or a few other things. From the Platinum token stack is where I want to use the money to buy Slayer supplies. So let's very quickly convert this into GP and buy some more Restores and some more other stuff as well. Alright, here we go. Let's collect these. We still have 7.3 mil left, and this is what we just bought here. So let's put those into the bank right over here. I was actually looking at the Calphi Queen heads. I think we should put the other heads that we have into there as well. Or we'll put the KBD heads into there, the Vorkath heads into there, and I guess the only other one we have is the Abyssal heads now. So we got a little head collection growing as well. You know I love me some head. Wait, I just noticed these didn't completely buy through. Let's try this again. And okay, now they came through. So now let's make this all back into Platinum tokens now. And we got 7.2 mil, just over that. And this is what our Slayer bossing tab thing is looking like. So I know there wasn't much in the way of progression in this video, but this video is more to like talk about future goals and to get my mind organized and I guess like stuff in-game organized too. I'm really excited for the future of this account, and as I said before, I don't know how consistent this series is going to be. It all depends on what type of content I'm doing on the hardcore, but there will be another MaxKip video within a week probably that I have almost done by the time this video goes up. I think it's a nice change of pace from the hardcore Iron Man, and I've really been enjoying playing this account whenever I get the chance. And if you made it this far into the video, here's a shameless self-plug for Twitch up on screen now and in the description of this video as well as every other video. Apparently people don't read the video descriptions, so I'm just going to say it right here, right now. But yeah, I'm currently streaming pretty much every day. I usually start around like 6 or 7 p.m. Pacific time. So if you want to come by and say hi, you know where to find me. I also really want to thank you for all the support as always. It truly does mean a lot. But that is going to wrap it up for today's video, so I do hope that you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.